Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 6535 in Candy Crush Saga. And if you find these videos helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. So here we've got 24 moves to clear out 106 jelly, 75 toffee, and 115 bubblegum pop. Let's start with the bubblegum pop because they're off in these little isolated areas. These cutouts really make it difficult. Although I do see we've got a conveyor belt, which either is going to kind of cycle around back and forth, that's my guess, my theory, or it could go from here over to here. Hard to tell because we've got purple on both origination and end points. So we'll have to find out. Toffee. Toffee comes from here. Now that's good because we need toffee, right? And we need 75 and 24. Wow, that's over 3 per turn on average. Okay, that's going to be tough because not only do we need to collect that many, but toffee are blockers. And so once we start introducing them to this area, it's going to be difficult to get rid of them. It's going to be harder to make matches and specials. We've got 4 colors on the board, but that's almost worse than a 5th color. I think it is worse than a 5th color because we can't match the color and get rid of it. We can take these out. We need to. It's still going to be tough. And then we've got 106 jelly, and right now I'm going to assume until I find out otherwise it would be a happy surprise if there's no jelly under here. I'm not going to count it out. I'm just going to wait and see. I have to decide, do I want to use the center and work to the outer areas, or when I have the opportunity to hit those outer areas, should I go for that? I've got stripes coming down. Look at that toffee. Oh, that's nice. And there is this conveyor belt, and it's impossible to tell how it operates right now because everything is still all the same. But I think it just cycles in its own particular row. I'm going to do this. So I've opened one of those. And let's hit over here. So now the bubblegum pop, I can try to get a domino effect if I can open these up and have, you know, if I can get this one to pop this one to get this one, and so on and so forth, but we need to have them at varying states of openness. I could do this, I like that. I could do this, I like that. I'm going to go for the one that's lowest to the ground. It doesn't take out a toffee, but I think this is going to be the hardest area to reach. Now it looks like I may only have basically one move. Although that one move has a variation, I can either pull this green into this blue, making this column be taken out and this row, or I can take the blue into the green, so then this row would be taken out the same way, but then it would hit this column. I think I'm going to go for the center here. If it were right along the edge, if I could make a mark against these guys more effectively, I would change my pattern, but I'm going to go for the center when I can't do that. Reshuffle, not really a valuable reshuffle. It didn't sort out much for us. And again, we don't have too many options, this or this. I definitely prefer that. So we're getting some activity from the stripes, and look, we're getting that cascading or that domino effect, although it wasn't spectacular. I can get 2 layers gone here if I do this. I'd rather get some of that stuff, or if I do this. I'd rather get some of the stuff that's still totally encapsulated, but I don't have a whole lot of options here. I'm actually going to do this for now. Yeah, that didn't turn out any better. Probably worse. Toffee, I'm knocking the toffee down. We've got jelly underneath. I could make a stripe. I'm going to hit a stripe and make a stripe. Hit a stripe, make a stripe. Oh, here, now I can hit this directly. And I do think that that has a lot of value. I could do it this way, too. I'm not going to worry too much about making stripes since I've got stripe dispensers. But setting off a couple to hit over here, that's good. Now I've got a striped wrapped combo. And it's going to hit another stripe, and that's pretty good. I'd love to wait until things were adjusted down a bit more, But do I really have the luxury of waiting? And if I wait, is something going to set this off? I don't think on a board like this I have the luxury of waiting. Or maybe it'll be I'll never be able to solve this until I have that luxury to wait. Because look at this. I'm going to have trouble. Oh, that jelly way up at the top. Oh man, that's going to be spectacularly difficult. I keep trying to figure out how to get combos. That's not working out great. I could do this and play around with that blue. Oh, I'm going to do this. I can make a move directly in there. So that looks fairly decent. This, I don't need two, well, I kind of do need two stripes that way, but I need other things more. It's not good, folks. It's not. Oh, let's see if I can do this. Color bomb. It would take out the most prevalent color on the board. And the central area, it's not where I need to be. I need to be up here. What if this takes out all green and helps here? Or even all orange and does more? I'm going to do this and see what happens. It was orange, and that wasn't bad. And I've got more green coming down here. I could do this, and that would hit this. I could do this, and that would hit this. I'm going to go this way. I'm not going to do this because I want that green to stick around, so I can do this. That's the only one now. I'm going to go for a bit of cascading. So that's the only jelly. But I still have all of this bubblegum pop. And I got all of the toffee collected. So the toffee isn't... I mean, I could see sometimes where I get everything else done and I have some toffee on the board. I'm not going to say it's insignificant, but out of the three, I think it's the easiest. It's the bubblegum and then the jelly under the bubblegum in those side areas that are going to vex us, I think. So I'm going to pause, come back with a new board. I'll have the microphone turned off. Once I solve it, I will come back through and narrate for you. And my prediction is I will win this when I'm able... when the board allows me to concentrate on the edges here, using the center to do that, but also making those moves where I attack this directly and being able to get in here and maybe getting a color bomb stripe that takes things out along the edges. So I will be right back. Okay, so I've noticed on this that when I'm really far away, it's because I haven't been able to open the center. So even though I'm working on the edges as much as I can, I also have to pay attention to clearing out this center. I didn't really want to use that combo, but I didn't really have a whole lot of opportunity. Again, I'd rather not use it as a combo. I want those to go straight across if I can. So let's open up the center. There we go. And look at that. We're getting a lot of stripes. Now, I think I might have said something about not worrying about making stripes. Of course, I'm going to make stripes, especially when I can set off a stripe in doing it, and especially when it's horizontal. It's that it's not primary if I can do other things that also have a good opportunity. Oh, look at this. I think I can get a color bomb. And can I get a combo? Oh, I don't think so. I think it's too explosive. I think... Oh, no, I did. But I don't have any purple exactly where I want it. I'm just going to hope that this is enough to clear things out. And look at that. We did a fairly decent job. Gonna make more wrapped and hoping I can pair it off. Look at all those stripes taking off. I've got all of the toffee now that I need. I'm working solely on those edges. All right. Oh, let's do this. I like that wrapped along the side. I'd rather wait until I've got more of the really thickly clustered. There, we knocked that back. The bubblegum pop that was still thickly clustered. Oh, now I could do a striped wrapped, or I could do a color bomb. And look at that. I've got blue, and I've got blue right where I want it, right along those edges. That's where I need things to be, and look at that beautiful stuff happening. 4 moves, 4 jelly left, 1 bubblegum pop. But I'm mostly worried about the 4 jelly. But look at this, I've got a color bomb opportunity. And I've got, oh, the purple can hit the bubblegum, and it can hit at least 2 of the 4, and there we go. Cascading took care of the rest. You don't know how many times I got this close and I had 1 little jelly stuck in the, in a corner off on the edges. Super frustrating. As a matter of fact, I don't think that this was a regular level whatsoever. I would say this is a super hard level. It took between 30 and 35 tries for me to get this done, even though I was getting so close on just about every single one of the attempts. And I really studied the board and looked at the best moves possible if I could. So anyway, that is it for me. Did not like this level. Glad to be rid of it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. I will say that if you can bring in boosters, I think this is a level that would really respond well to that activity. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.